Yeah, Nawaz, are you here? Yes. So Nawal, you were kind of asking questions. I guess you were asking that what's the answer under root 2 or 2. The question was basically this, right? 10 over 5, and I
Yes.
did it like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So,
I'm just that we will write under root 2 upon 1 or just under root 2.
okay. Basically, under root 2 upon 1. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Look, it's like this. Then it's 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 10. So in actual, it comes out to be 2 over 1, right? So I write it like under root 2. Because when we are dividing anything by 1, it doesn't hold any value. Multiplying or dividing by any number by 1 gives the same answer, right? So the answer comes
Yes.
to be under root 2. We are not required to like write it as under root 1 separately. If you go to the calculator now and you press the under root sign and then press 1 and get the answer of this turns out to be 1. Okay, so dividing or multiplying by 1 will give us the same answer. So when we are like doing the calculation, we don't separately mention it, just mention it like this directly. Got it?
Okay, thank you. It's
Okay,
clear.
perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we are done with like two of the scales, and then three of the sorry scales, and then now addition and subtraction. Now it can be how the surrogate factor of one of the factors. Okay, this is the example to it. No, this is. Okay, it's just written over here, but I'll explain you what the person is saying. Search can be simplified if the number within the search is a square number. Let me give you an example. I'll give you an example of 8. A very simple example, under root 8. Okay, there are two ways of solving it. Either you are very good in tables, but when it comes to IGCSE or O levels, they are not going to give you a simple question like 8. I'm just quoting here a very simple question because just to give you an understanding. But when the number becomes like start becomes becoming bigger, then you are unable to like figure out the table, the square table. Like from this, there are two ways of solving it. One way is that I know 4 twos are 8. So I can write like that, right? And what I know from there, the skill number 1 is that it, you can write a single square root as two separate square roots as well. So I can separate it. Now this is not a surd. It's basically a square root of a square number. So it's like the square root of it is, if I simplify it more, it turns out to be 2. If you already know that the square root of 4 is 2, you can skip this step. Okay, so square root of 4 is 2, and this under root 2 can't be solved any further. It can be solved with calculator, but you are not required to do that. So 2 under root 2. So under root 8 can be simplified by simplifying it into a square number. If you can write it as a product of a square number, then it is easily possible that you can easily solve the square number for the answer and left the remaining non-square number inside. So this is the solution. For example, if you are given any number and you are like unable to figure out that on which table it is gonna come, the square number is gonna come, then what you are going to do, the easy thing is that you can go for the prime factorization thing. For example, I'm given the number 625. Now it gets a bit difficult to figure it out, or some people might be able to figure it out. So what easy thing I can do is I can simply factorize it just to derive the answer. So what I do is I go it to 5, then 2, then 5. I hope you people know about it. If don't, then in the first chapter we are going to do that. The prime factorization we are going to cover in the first chapter. 5 twos are 10, that is try 5, then 5, then 5, and then 5. Uh, there is a problem with this question. Can you figure it out? There is actually not a problem with this question, but there is something in it. Basically, the question that I have written over here is actually not a surd. It's not a surd. It's a square number. It's a square of 25, I guess. Yeah, it's a square of 25. So it actually goes like that. You put all those factors in it. It's a square of 25. It's not a surd. Anyways, if such number is given to you, it's written as 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. Okay, then you do pairing. All the factors you write over here. Then you do the pairing. From the pairing, only one number comes out, and from here, only one number comes out. Remember, when you are like taking out one number from the under root sign, never put an under root sign over it again. Students always do this mistake mostly, that after taking out the numbers, they again put under a root sign over it. This steps becomes wrong then. Okay, then 5 into 5 is 25. So this is the answer to this question. But it was actually not a surd. Under root 25 is not a surd. It's including a square number into it. So my point of just factorizing it was that if you are unable to figure out a square number now, then it is easily possible that you can factorize a number, put all the numbers in the under root sign, and take out the commons, and then place one. Okay, got it? Got it up till here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'll just make it a bit quick. Okay, after that, we have another scale, and that is double brackets multiplication. It is a very simple multiplication. Basically, the rule of FOIL is applied over here. You can multiply two brackets in any ways. Now I'm just a bit restricted at this point of time because I don't know up till what level you have understanding of mathematics. Like if you are have the understanding of identity formulas or not, like a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square. I'm not expecting at this point of time that you know it or not know it or don't know it. But simply I'll explain here. This can be solved by using these formulas. Look, there are multiple ways of solving a question. In maths, you have to get the right answer. You can use any way. So, but for here, let's take this as a simple that we are using the rule of FOIL over here just to conduct the multiplication of two surd expressions, I will say. Because if it is 2 plus under root 3 multiplied by 2 plus under root 3. So this part is a surd and this is simply a whole number. So these are two surd expressions that are like being multiplied. So simple rule of FOIL is like involved. Like first out, this is the outest node. The first out means 2 under root 3 plus in. These are inner number. Multiply the inner number. 2 under root 3 L last. Multiplied the last numbers. Okay. So under root 3 square. Anything terms remaining? 2. Oh, first is missing. Sorry. First I have to multiply this. 2 into 2. Yeah, I'm taking it a bit here. 2 into 2 plus outside inside last. Okay. So it makes it like it's a simple that I have multiplied this first, then 2 with under root 3, then I came towards the second number, under root 3 into 2, and under root 3 into 3. This is a very basic concept. I guess you have already done it. Then 2 into 2 is 4. Now you see these two values are exactly same. So it's like the additive skill that we have just learned. Like take under root 3 common, then 2 and 2 are remaining inwards inside. So 2 plus 2. Uh, can any one of you tell me what is the answer of this? I have written this over here. What is the answer of this and why? Can any one of you tell me?
Um, I
Yes.
guess 9.
Yeah. Okay. In the beginning, at least you have tried, and that's a good thing. Okay, so I'll just brief it a bit. Is that in the beginning, you remember I put this sign and I told you the value of this is 1 by 2, right? So this sign over here holds the value of 1 by 2. In the beginning, when I was explaining the definition of surd, I told you that it holds a value of 1 by 2. So it is 1 by 2 over here, and 2 is already placed over here. So it is basically multiplied. So 2 cancels 2, and answer is already 3. 3 power 1 means 3. Anything raised to power 1 gives the same number. It's nothing. 0 is not here. Okay? So answer is 3. So if when doing mathematics, you mostly do like this. You do it, you simply cancel it. You do it, you simply cancel it. You say that O square is cut with the square root sign. But basically, this is science is involved in behind that. Under root sign holds 1 by 2 power. So 1 by 2 multiplied by 2 is basically cancelled out, and only 1 is remaining. So anything raised to power 1 gives the same number. So the answer of it is 3. Okay. If it is written like this, 3 square, then it is 9. Okay. But if it is with under root sign, then answer is only 3. Here is the calculation that is involved, and the examiner will not expect from you that you do this in front of him. If you can do it directly, you can do it. By the time you join me, guys, I'll provide you with the past papers in which each and every step that is being given marks is like included. It gives an arrow and the marks is written with it. Like if you skip that step, even if you have answer correct, then the marks will be deducted if you are missing a step in it. So marks are like distributed in the examination as per steps. Marks will be given. For example, if it's a 5-step question and it holds 5 marks, and you compute the right answer by just using your intuition that yeah, right, it's done, it's automatically you can do it. But if you have missed a step, then it will cost you marks. Like you can get 4 marks for missing one step. So I'll kind of going forward, I'll provide you with that data. Anyways, 4 plus 3 is 7, and then this has been added. The constant terms have like been added. Then 2 plus 2 is 4 under root 3. So here goes like a bit of sorry for here. It's looking quite dirty. In normal classes, like it's not the presentation thing, so it will be quite neat and clean. And the notes that will be provided to you will be written properly and neat. So don't worry about it. When you are like until guiding something to someone, so it becomes a bit dirty. So in actual, the answer to the question that I have written over here, 2 plus under root 3, if I erase all the working in between, then 2 plus 3 under root and 2 plus 3 under root, the answer is 7 plus 4 under root. So whenever any bracket questions are like involved, we solve them using the FOIL rule. Just multiply all the terms together and compute the answer. Still, I'm saying these are very childish and simple questions. Such simple questions are not going to come. They are just the, what I say, base of the complex questions, okay? Just the rationalization thing, and I'll solve 1 to 2 complex questions with you, and it will be end for the demo of what mathematics. All right. Now in rationalization thing, I'm going to utilize these two concepts together. Okay, let's go towards the skill 7, and in skill 7, I will make you understand the skill 6 as well. Okay. So rationalizing is the actually the main thing that is like this skill 6 and this skill 7 are mainly gonna be utilized in your concept of like solving questions. This is important. Obviously, all the other skills will have hold importance, but this is important. For example, first a very very basic question like 3 under root 5, and he asks you to rationalize it. Even if he doesn't ask you to rationalize it, and you are given such an expression in a question, then it just keep in your mind that it is compulsory for you that you have to rationalize it. Don't ever solve it without rationalization. The question will become very complex and you won't be able to handle it. Okay, so what does the rationalization mean? Rationalization means, I hope so. This is the class 3 concept. This is the numerator and this is denominator. Okay, so the concept of rationalizing is that I remove the under root sign the square root sign, the surd sign from the denominator, I have to do something that I can remove the under root sign from the denominator. Even if it exists in the numerator, that is not cumbersome, or that is not gonna cause you a problem. But you have to remove the under root sign from the what? Denominator. It's very important. Sorry. One second. Okay, sorry. So you have to remove the under root sign from the denominator. Now what I can do in order to rationalize this simple expression, in mathematics, beta, there is possibility that you divide and multiply by the same number. Same number. So that actually doesn't make any difference to the equation. So what number is in the denominator? Under root 5. What I can do? I can multiply it under root 5 by under root 5. Okay. So the denominator, that is a surd, has to be multiplied and divided with the whole expression. So this becomes, by multiplication, 3 under root 5. And what does this becomes? 2 under roots. So it turns out to be under root. You remember I told you in the scale 1 that single multiplications can be written as 1 multiplication. So I have written it as 1 multiplication, under root 5 into under root 5. So how many 5s are gonna come out? Only 1 5? You know, na, 2 pairing done, and then we take out 1. Look, I have removed my under root sign from the denominator. So this question from here to here is like rationalized. All right. You can further, if the examiner asks you for the proper answer, so it can be further simplified. But I'm not going into further simplification of it at this point of time, because we are not like gonna take we are not studying the syllabus from the starts. There is a concept of indices and what indices and powers in chapter 2, I guess, maybe. So there you will understand the concept of indices, then it is easily able to, you will solve that, able to solve it. But for now, I'm just giving you the concept of rationalization, that I have, by multiplying and dividing it here, I've easily removed the sign of under root from my denominator. Even if it exists in the numerator, it doesn't matter. Rationalization is typically related to denominator, that you have to remove the sign from the denominator. Remove. Now this was a simple question. Here let's move towards a bit complex question, and it turns out to be 5 over do I have a slide over here? Yeah, I have. Look, I'll write it here. And the question is 1 over 3 plus under root 5. Now, when I look at my denominator, here is a third placed over here, and there is an under root sign in the denominator, and that is causing me problem. What I have to do is I have to rationalize it. But the problem is that this under root 5 is not all alone like it was over here. It was all alone over here. I just took it, I multiplied and divided it. But the problem is it's not all alone, it's with 3, and it's not possible for me to take it out separately. In addition, this can't be done. So what will be my terminology? Not what will be my methodology of like rationalizing it. What will I do? I will change this. Always remember, change the sign of third. Rationalize or rationalizing. Change third sign. What is the third over here? Under root 5. So what you do is, I write it like this. Let me erase it, but it's very dirty. 1 second. Meanwhile, I'm erasing it. Just tell me if you are getting it or not. This is the difference between online and physical, because I can't see you now.
I am.
And you are tired? You people are tired now?
Not really.
Yeah, that's good. Nawal, are you fine?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, let's move forward. Okay, so what I'll do is that I'll simply change the sign of what? Third. It's 3 minus under root 5. I'll write it like this. 3 minus under root 5. Now I have to multiply and divide it by a expression by changing. I'm writing over here, changing the sign. Minus converts into plus, plus will convert into minus. So it's minus, I will convert it into plus. It's like that. Okay. So it turns out to be 3 plus under root 5 and then 3 plus under root 5. I have multiplied and divided it like that. Then by multiplying it by 1, the expression will not be changed because it's 1. It doesn't hold any importance. If some other number was written, obviously the number might have changed. So 1 into this expression is 3 plus under root 5. Now, beta, you have got this in the brackets. There are two ways of solving it. This is multiplying 3 minus and 3 plus. There are two ways of solving it. If you are good at identity formulas, the formulas that have written over here, a plus b into a minus b, if you know that at this point of time, well and good. If you don't know it at this point of time, ultimately you are going to learn this.